there's a lot more illogical reasoning to go around, because VP Kamala Harris says that kids struggle with climate mental health problems. Watch this.
I mean, one of the young leaders was talking to me about climate mental health. I said, tell me what's going on with your peers. Climate mental health. And she talked, I said, I think I understand that, but unpack it for me. And she talked about how her peers are thinking about it. One example is, you know, whether when they're ready, could they start a family? Worried about what that would mean. And the stress of it. They were talking about it in terms of their peers trying to figure out, you know, they're going to have to get a job and they're going to have to make a living, but what can they do and how can they adapt the education that they're having now to their activism?
If that's their stress, they need to go back and read some books from some people that survived World War II or the Holocaust or slavery, because that's not stress. That's just not stress. And yet, we do have a teen suicide rate on the incline steeply. We do have teen depression on the incline. And I would submit to you, Kamala, it's because you've devalued their life with abortion. You've confused them morally by just destroying their culture. I would suggest maybe they're worried about a World War III, like with China and Russia, a little more than they're worried about some climate thing you've contrived. Yeah, go ahead, Maureen. Go ahead,
Andrea.
Well,
yeah. Well,
I know.
First of all, we're having to give her credit that she actually had this conversation. She doesn't say who this kid was, supposedly, what age they were, where this conversation took place. But I'm immediately thinking, what age is this? How would I have responded to a woman who came to me asking me about my peers and let's unpack this in my mental health? I would have been like, unpack? You mean like when I bring the groceries in from the car? Kids don't talk like this. Even today, when schools are indoctrinating kids, they're not about activism, right? But that is what they're doing to the mental health of kids today. After they let them back into schools, after they destroyed their mental health by shutting down schools during